Welcome back, Market Voyagers. Last week was a tale of two very different stories playing out across the globe. We saw record highs in US tech, fueled by the relentless hype around AI. In India, markets held their ground with resilient gains. But in the Middle East, a slight dip in oil linked markets made for a cautious mood, while crypto defied history, riding Bitcoin's wave to new peaks. This week, the stage is set for a massive shakeup. The Federal Reserve, Fintech summits, and fresh data could all send the markets in new directions. Let's dive in, structured by region, so you can easily follow along. Here is a quick disclaimer. Last week was all about record-breaking momentum. The S&P 500 notched an incredible 20 new highs, closing near 6,584 points, and is now up about 11% year to date. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq surged to fresh records with 89 new highs, up roughly 13% this year, all driven by a massive tech rebound. The spotlight, of course, was on AI and semiconductors. Oracle's shares soared on strong Q2 earnings, which were entirely fueled by AI demand. This boosted the entire sector as semis saw a late summer rebound on rising AI chip demand. The timing was perfect, as cooler than expected producer prices sparked hope for a Fed rate cut. Now for this week's outlook. Brace for volatility. The market's direction will hinge entirely on the Federal Reserve. While some were hoping for a bigger move, the market is now pricing in a 25 basis point cut. The real story will be in what Chairman Powell says in his press conference. Is the Fed ready for more cuts? Does he see AI as a way to boost the economy? His words will shape how the market behaves for the rest of the month. Beyond the Fed, the tech world is holding its own version of the Olympics. Major conferences like Cambridge Tech Week and the HPEC conference are happening, and any breakthroughs announced here could send related stocks like Nvidia and AMD soaring by 5 to 10%. The risk? Geopolitical flares or sticky inflation could trigger a 1 to 2% dip in the Nasdaq. Last week, Middle East markets saw modest gains despite global turbulence. The UAE's ADX General climbed to 10,014, while Saudi Arabia's Tadawul all-share Tasi saw a small dip. The regional markets showed resilience with a big Aramco Sukuk raise supporting liquidity. This week, the focus shifts to innovation. A major fintech event, Money 2020 Middle East, is happening in Riyadh, bringing together over 7,000 attendees. We could see a 2 to 3% jump in related stocks like telcos and banks if major announcements are made. The market will also be watching the Bank of England's rate decision on Thursday, as a dovish move could aid new inflows into the GCC. A positive global sentiment could see the TASI rebound to 10,600. The primary risk remains escalating regional tensions, which could shave off a percentage point. The Indian market had a great week of steady climbing. Both the Nifty and the Sensex indexes had a great week, hitting new highs and reinforcing the belief that India's economy is on a very solid path. It was a week where local investors stepped up and kept the momentum going, even when foreign money was taking a pause. This week is all about the numbers. A key inflation report came in lower than expected. This is great news for everyday people, as it means prices are not rising too fast. For investors, it means that India's central bank has some flexibility to act if it needs to. The positive data could provide the fuel for a continued push higher. Historically, September is a tough month for Bitcoin. But last week, Bitcoin tore up the rulebook. The world's largest cryptocurrency had an incredible rally, soaring past key milestones to hit its highest price in months. It wasn't just Bitcoin. Ethereum and other digital currencies followed suit. Why the sudden surge? More and more big institutions and companies are getting on board the crypto train. It's no longer just a niche investment. It's becoming a real part of the financial system. This growing acceptance, combined with hopes for lower interest rates, created the perfect storm for a powerful bull run. This week, the crypto world is electric. Two major events, EdCon 2025 in Osaka and Taipei Blockchain Week, are underway. These are where the creators of crypto and Web3 technology gather to build the future. We are expecting major announcements about new software upgrades and partnerships between AI and crypto. Any new development revealed at these events could send a huge jolt of excitement through the market. So, get ready for high volatility, especially if the Federal Reserve delivers on the rate cut the market is hoping for. To sum it all up, the Federal Reserve's decision is the ultimate wild card this week. A dovish stance could create a tidal wave of optimism across all asset classes, but any hawkish surprise could introduce significant volatility. I'll be back next week to break down exactly what happened.